Yeah, I gotta say, like, looking at this draft for FPX, I just don't think it's the right game to play Callista Renata. Look around for it, but there's a control ward in the back of the pit, so they would spot him if he's able to do it. His heal pops actually from awesome. Not gonna get anything though.
Fish here, throwing Shanji into the wall. The needle work doing a nice bit of burst damage. Uh-oh. Looks like Shanji was just overestimating how fast Doinby was going to come in and underestimating what kind of damage output Sheer had on that Mega Gnar form. And the flash away means it's first blood for FPX.
You know, they did nerf the R. That's like the one thing they kind of nerfed, right?
Almost 15-20 CS above the Callista. It's a good start as these grubs... At least Shadow's able to take one, but they have to forfeit the rest.
Yeah, no way. The bot lane responding to the moves that NIP is making. Their bot lane was top. They kind of did a little bit of cross-country work here, Sim and Jouet. And unfortunately, to no avail for them. So, 4 grubs to 1 at the moment. About to be 5 to 1. Definitely going to be a bit of a challenge for FPX to hold on, as he did against OMG with those big TPs on the Mega. You see Sheer is kind of tickling the dragon in the setup around here to see if he can pop Mega.
They are collapsing.
That's
and as
Mega.
you called it, Sheer's Mega is about to go off now. He has flash available. Maybe he can get in. And the threat of the Mega is enough that Shadow is able to secure it. Aki tries to go back in for a steal. Has flash if he needs it, but he pops the pressing guard. Care trying to press the advantage forward. Shanji forced away by Sheer as he scoops him right back into his team. Vault Breaker flash into the combo. Awesome is going to benefit off a nice kill credit off the top of Shanji's head.
Hey, nice for FPX. They got a kill, but again, it's only 1. They were able to pick up the dragon, so that's a perk.
That's definitely the bigger win. 2 dragons to the name. Uh-oh. Shadow doesn't have flash anymore. He used it for the Vault Breaker combo, and now even with the bailout, still going to go down. NIP get a consolation prize.
Best path or best chance at success.
Yep. Karen might be in trouble. Has flash, has Between the Worlds available. Easily used. Oh, nice prediction by PP God. Oh, but the seismic shove was short, as you called it. Not able to flip Care right back into the team, but leave in a 1v1 against Awesome. The Ren, not enough. Leave victorious on the Kaisa as we take a leave. Right back to the top side of the map. Doinby on the run away from Sheer as he's trying to bat him down with the mini form, but Aki goes under the tower, but he's taking turret aggro, and Shadow has to CC to lock him down. Takes him out, and Sheer goes Mega.
And like Aki, yes, he goes under the turret and dies, but he's also feels like he's dead either way on the back half. So in the terrain, so very, very nice.
And Doinby knows that there's someone there, but steps up anyway. The seismic shove is not going to save him today. FPX grateful to get another kill for themselves on the board here, but still, as you've been calling out, not necessarily enough for FPX to feel confident with the lead, as they're still technically overall down gold, but with the destruction of this turret, it is not the first turret taken off the entire rift that happened in the mid lane thanks to NIP, but a little bit of extra gold injection for them as they're trying to maintain competitiveness with NIP in this game. They're going to get the 3rd dragon, and they are going to be on soul point.
Yeah,
so if NIP is not at a all-time, breaking point by the time we get to that dragon, that is FPX's best hope.
That FPX can't fight them the next Drake.
TP God gets jumped on, but then he turns it around with the quickness.
TP.
However, Jouet is flashing forward, and the collapse from Care on the TP Between Worlds doesn't get...
TP God.
The camera. Oh, no. PP God dodging the Mega Gnar ultimate, but Doinby not going to survive this time around. FPX threw a lot of cooldowns to make that happen. Meanwhile, Leave is going to push in and take a tier 2 off the map.
Actually, this could be big if Aki is able to cancel some bases. Did manage to stop all 3. Because again, the push is on. This is 5 grubs, and NIP can even use this to take some topside camps away. Terrell dropped in top lane. That's dealt with by FPX. Yeah, Best is being slammed. That's a nice
There's
wall.
a ward on it. Oh, good wall from Doinby. 3,000 HP. Can Shadow get in? 2,000 HP is close. Oh! It was smoted early by Aki, and Shadow steals it away. NIP, can they win this fight? But now they have to deal with the Otacon GA, so they have a second chance at life. FPX, they might go down in the fight here, but if they can at least trade any kills, it's a win. Down goes Aki. Doinby flashing forward, trying to see if he can look for more and burn more GAs off the top. FPX losing Jouet. Care. I don't think he's getting out of this one. The TP from Doinb tries to throw out the weirding for extra damage. Flash forward from Leave. You know what? He just wants to flex his muscle a little bit there. A little bit of a fumble from NIP. The early smite from Aki, not ideal. And FPX still gonna try to oh, big shutdown from Shadow. Hey, wait a minute, FPX, they're starting to feel alive right now.
Standing turrets they still have on the map as mid-outer looking to fall, and then they have the time now to set up for this Dragon Soul. That's huge for them to get Infernal Soul.
And we talked about...
So, with the chunk, now FPX, they're going to play hard for this, and keep in mind, give Callista Empowered Smite.
Shadow, originally looking for a flank, gets back into the pit. The wall comes out from Doinb. Doesn't really stop FPX from burning down this dragon as they resume aggro. The spears are stacking. Can they get it cleanly? It is secured. Infernal Soul. Here comes Sheer. Throws them all into the arms of Awesome. Shadow buys time into the backline with the cease and desist. And Care is wiping them off. Awesome is undeterred and he is protected. Not even Shanji's Gwen can stop FPX from upsetting NIP. FPX are gifted an Otacon and they don't waste their moment.
Anything like that? Because I don't think that's a scenario that FPX would exactly love. Oh boy, Doinb's pulling the trigger.
I mean, Awesome is on the right side of the wall, looking for a pick. Care goes golden. He's completely separated. Here comes the hostile takeover. Maybe FPX can pull something out. Now it's a 4v5, but NIP looking a lot more confident as they bully their way back into the river. Shanji pressing forward with the needlework. There's the flash from Aki. Down goes Shadow. And Sheer is mini. He doesn't have to be big and throw him against the wall. He's the one that's thrown into the ground. NIP just shrug away the fact that they lost the Infernal Soul and they're still winning the fight, and they're going to take the Baron off the back.
FPX are just way too far deep if they want to actually pull this off. Care wasn't able to hit the Between Worlds. Instead, he was sent to the gray screen, and that's one tonight.
Yep.
As we dive back in, big thing that jumps out at me on the screen, I know that Baron was just taken by NIP Rafa. Look at that Cosmic Drive in Gwen's inventory for Shanji. They just shredded the last fight. He's gotten even bigger and is even that much more dangerous in this one.
The observers highlighting a ward deep behind enemy lines on NIP's side as they're pushing up through the bottom side of the map. Quickly eviscerate the tier 2 turret.
I'm gonna throw out the wall and see if NIP can get any hits down on a turret that's already at 1/4. And even with PP God being low, they're just gonna brute force down the inhibitor. We'll see if they decide to stick around and push for another one, or if they head for the hills, get PP God's health back, and then just do the same setup that they just did, except instead of bot mid, top mid will now be the setup. And FPX is, they're lost. They're responding to the waves, and keep in mind there's a super wave that's hitting the top inner that can't be contested just because Elder's up. And Shanji pops Ghost.
Yeah, I mean, FPX just have to give ground here. Sheer is in mini form. NIP already knowing what kind of strength they can use to brute force FPX out of the space here. Shadow, still no flash, as he used it after Doinb kind of pulled a reverse Uno card when he tried to get the jump on him with that flank. They're in the river. Leave is slowly whittling down this Elder Dragon. The Weaver's Wall from Doinb gonna give them a little bit of extra space. Shadow brute forces his way in with the Vault Breaker. NIP turn away from the Dragon. Try to posture. FPX have to wait on Sheer's Mega Form, who is racking it up right now, getting the autos attacks on the ward. Hops in, gets stunned up. PP God tries to go in. Sheer throws him back. There's a night hostile takeover, but the Elder is secured by Aki, and now FPX just can't do anything about it. Elder Dragon trumps all, and NIP ace FPX. A lighthearted chuckles and smiles and a pop-off from Doinb as he knows that was a hell of a fight. FPX, damn, they try, but NIP are going to take this game in style.
I mean, this really didn't feel like an NIP win until the last 5 minutes. Then NIP, they found Care once. They turned that into 3 kills, turned it into a Baron and into an inhibitor, and then an Elder fight where they take the Elder and win the game.
These were some of the best highlights from today's matchup. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.